I was doing, and I fell in love with the concept because I love fairy tales and twists on them. I've even written a couple books, just none of them are published yet. I'm working on that. So yeah, I thought I'd do this since I'm doing live streams again, and we'll see how this works. So I've seen her take on it, and I want to try my own take. So yeah, let's give it a shot and get on with this next one. Okay, we recommend viewing this tutorial if it is your first time playing a Ren'Py visual novel. Would you like to view the tutorial? No, because I already watched Millie do it. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystallum Lucius. One was the Crystallum Lucis, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the Crystal Tenebrarum. Crystal Tenebrarum, yeah, can't speak today. Which is watched over by the High Leader of the Witches. The Lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. Very much opposites out there. The fairies and the witches lived in harmony the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard started to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love is the usual reward. Fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, that the magic of the witches was inherent in the witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The High Leader of the Witches and all of whom created the fairy tale universe. You think we're wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our way of our apples, they shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum Bearer, the High Leader of the Witches, was finally defeated. Tenebrarum was lost. Peace was restored, and light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Okay, that is a pretty darn cool concept. Okay, remember when Melly did it? She, of course, wrote Melly, but I can actually do whatever name I want. So I am going to do the name of the main character in my book, which is Rosalind. Oh, okay, Ice Princess. Ice Princess. My name is Rosalind Reliberton. My name is Rosalind Reliberton, daughter of King Gennaro Reliberton III. I am the crowned princess of the kingdom of Ingiel. At least that was who I used to be. That was before yesterday, when I became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Oh, this is a lot like Azalea's doll drawing style. I get that. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. And I started out like any other day. Maid A, have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. princesses. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms at hand. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose goes longer? That's awful. No, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curse would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. This can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse? The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I don't have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angia will be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angia the instant they fell prey to it. Mother is not here anymore. And she won't ever come back. Ever. Princess? The King and Queen are waiting in the dining room. I'm on my way. The King, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Rosalind. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Rosalind. Rosalind? Ophelia? Ophelia Woodensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, and look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict Woodensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior, and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. Strangely. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. Here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Rosalind. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Melagene. How would you pronounce that? I mean, I looked it up, but I can't actually figure out how you pronounce it. Melagene Woodensov, Rod's older sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we were blood, as if she too were born a princess. As if she could be a crown princess. Perhaps steal my place? I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. One of the reasons I'm doing this is I'll still work on my accents for my... or not accents, but voices for my other channel where I do a lot of comic dubs and other voice acting things, so if you want to go and check out Josie Valturians, go do that. Don't have much up right now, but I'm working on it. So, Melagene. I'll just call her Melagene. So, Melagene. fairy tale books that the king gave you? Oh yes, there are so many, and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much. Sorry, I thought the king was talking. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy that you like them. I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That was because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They were such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they don't deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. Part of me really don't like Rosalind just because she's so cold. But then again, she is a princess who has lost her mother and now has to act like these two other children are her blood siblings with stepmother who is trying to reach out to her, but she just misses her mother too much. And also I think she has a bit of a complex because whatever the hell her name is. Whatever the heck her name is 2 years older according to the website, to Daisuke's website. So she probably has a bit of complex from that because Bella Jane, if she was Rosalind's blood sister, would be the blood princess, not Rosalind. So that's a different way of thinking it. But I do like how I'm able to just make Rosalind just seem so cold. I'm usually not able to do that. So, okay, let's get going. King Gennaro. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly the way they want to, and when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly the way they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Rosalind? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room grows heated. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. And the truth is, I know very little about the time when witches had free reign over Angel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me. Shoot, I was still reading that in King's Diaries. Okay, let's go back. Shoot. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my own room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so, I can't bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild NGL after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Rosalind, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children. I do not need your sympathy. Rosalind, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother. Set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face then? So early in the morning, princess. Why are anime characters so stinking hot? I don't know. Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Imogen. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. Yes, it's not supposed to be a volcanic crater. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. Or I should say, I was assigned to the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. Yeah, that would be my aunt and my grandmother. I'm currently in Texas instead of back in Arizona. So, yeah, thought that I'd just do a live stream and be away from you for a little while. You should wait in the throne room then. Thank you. Princess? Yes? No, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. We'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? We're going to the town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns on me. It's been 2 days since the king issued the order. Rosalind, I'd like you to accompany Evangeline on one of her town outings. Surely you could send the maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Step-sister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were of your blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Evangeline outside. It's been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. NGL was on the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful NGL really is. I'm starting to fall into Nellie's beauties. Nellie's speaking style. And
would like to join us rather than be here by yourself, isolated from us. We are starting our New Year's Eve celebration by just opening a bottle of champagne. You're more than welcome to join us. Or stay in here and be antisocial.
that's a very hard. Yeah, that's my aunt. And my sister's not making no noise. Rosalind, the princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emelogy. She will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that an order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Rosalind? Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? guess the problem? Mother never changed. Mother loved me. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me. You and the others. Wait, there's actually a Cinderella doll in there. Right there. And what looks to be a Tiana doll and perhaps a Belle doll? And maybe our Rapunzel doll? It's kind of like a hidden Mickey there, isn't it? My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic, it was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I'd only started to receive dolls from him when Mother had passed away. Mother hadn't believed in birthday celebrations. But every year at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room full of gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I'd been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithros? Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcazar. Sir Alcazar, there is no A in there. Well, there is, but not two. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithros is talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks someone is looking. I must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think really of him. I'm thinking if he talks to her mother's portrait, he may have actually fallen in love with her. Or wishes she were back. There is something about him that puts me on edge. He does have a very kind of dark look about him, doesn't he? This breathtaking hairstyle. I love when these things have like the anime look to them. I do draw it in anime, but not much. I'm not very good at it yet. But I mean, it's just beauty in that. Okay, let's keep going before I fall for these imaginary characters. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you there. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Her Majesty? Rosalind, are you ready? We will enjoy this, Rosalind. I have heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of NGL, about our subjects. You will not learn anything you do not already know. Why do you always believe that people around you are incapable of good? Because I have seen how quickly people can betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Rosalind. It had been a childish hope. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months. I had barely even heard his voice. You could not rely on anyone but yourself. You could not trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me. You have taught me, Father, Your Majesty. I know that I have hurt you. I know there's nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Rosalind, enough. I've already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Rosalind, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Evangeline. I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Okay, so apparently I need to go eat dinner. So I am going to save this and I can save 64